Hello everyone, this is a follow-up video of what we have discussed in the previous video. In the previous video, I have talked about how to overcome the anxiety for clearing your success towards your interview. So this particular video is all about how to give a structured answer in order to win over the heart of an HR and make sure that you get the victory whenever you go for an interview. Okay, so by the answers which we give, it has to be a structured or a pattern way. This matters a lot. For this, we need communications, effective communication, I would say. So, communication plays a very crucial role when it comes to the interview time. Why? Because if you're going to speak a lot and people are going to think that you're just a stuffy bear, you don't have much stuff. All you were stuffed only with the cotton. When you get sunk into the water, you'll get immersed in it. The people have to be like rock solid when we give an answer, for which communication helps you a lot. We'll see into the in the entire PPT, we'll see how this works. First, let me talk about the importance of giving a structured answers. So the first one enhances on your clarity. Why? Because you have to give more emphasis on what is the answer that I want to say, what's the content that I have to speak, or what is the interviewer actually seeking from me. So this gives that the candidate is having a logical and reasoning attitude whenever he or she attends for an interview, followed by ease at recalling. So whenever you summarize the questions, make sure that your key points are always valued and the information you have never slipped out from your plate. Talk about the important questions or important discussion that you have made during the interview time. And the final one is your organizational skill. The organizational skill, it talks more about how you talk precisely as a professional. In order to be more professional, make sure that your content is not deviating from the title or the topic that has been asked for. When you apply for a job title, make sure that you stick on to that and you don't give exaggerated answer that I have too much of skills on the other background as well, until and unless it has been put forth as a question. Make sure that you stick on to the job titles and the job description, whatever that it asks you, and what is the skill that is needed. Keeping this in the mind, it shows the organizational skill that you possess. The common structures to use, I would say, is first go with the STAR method. STAR method is an amazing method where it can help you to do the organizations of your thought, your work, and whatever that you do. How to specifically say and the targeted tasks that you have to finish, and how far you can finish it within the time limit, and whether the task that you have assigned or the goal that you have assigned is it measurable or not. So always go with the STAR method. The second one I would suggest is the PAR technique, where you focuses on the problem solving abilities, how far you are very good enough in solving the problems and you understand the problems. The second method. And the final one is a part answer, where you provide the point, evidence, and explanations. Make sure that these three things are covered in a proper way, so your answers are very concise, precise, and talking to the point, not deviating from the interview. The techniques that you can follow during the delivery of your answer. The first one, practice aloud. Try to rehearse it as much as you can while you're doing it. So which helps you in understanding in what pace level that you're actually speaking and how far you can promote it at retention and along with the confidence. So all this could be done only if you are practicing it quite longer period of time. The next one, do the record and review. So whenever you record and review, that really helps you to know what's your body gesture, where you have to give pauses. Are we really having a proper content when we deliver it? Are we stumbling? Do I feel nervous? Everything could be calculated when you record and review your own interview, what you want to give it as an answer. So this also a practice method. The final one is use simplified language. To not use a bombastic language which the interviewers is not going to understand. It's going to make people to think that, oh, it's very critical for me to understand what he or she is trying to say. Use simple languages. That makes the interview more efficient. Well, later you can start practicing on the behavioral question. So the HR mainly focuses on the behavioral question to know how far do you really fit for the company or not. First one, always prepare with anticipated questions. So do a lot of research about the company's behavioral question which has been asked in FAQ. So that helps you to know what are the questions that's been asked in the before, so which you can give a better structured answers. The second one, always give real example. When you relate yourself and then say from your own personal experience, it makes the interviewer to have a better connection with you. And the final one, highlight on your achievements that you have done so far. When you talk about your own achievements rather than which has been given on the resume, that explains how far you have put forth your own soul when you do that particular task, or when you explain about the goals or achievement that you have done. Your effort, it matters a lot, and how far you explain it when you're doing it into a communication, real communication, it matters a lot. How to engage the interviewer. So there are three different ways. First one, do the active listening. Don't just sit passively and then just look at the person. Not quite often and agree or disagree, whatever that they say. So this shows that how far you listen to them and proactively you give them the answer. Second one, clarify the questions that you have. For example, you have a question about the culture that they follow. You have a question about where should I have to relocate myself. Any question that you have regarding with the interview, please do ask it. So that clarify, and it also helps you to have a connection with the interviewer. You don't sit ideally there until they get finished, or they don't sit ideally until you get finished with their interview. And the final one, always maintain eye contact. That shows how confident you are. So follow these three techniques. It engages you along with the interviewer. Nonverbal communication plays a humongous role when it comes to the interview. First one, be very cautious about your body language. Always use a positive body gestures. Try not to show the negative body gestures, because your body language matters a lot. People judge you the way that you present yourself and how sounding your body language is. Maybe you might be talking very soft, polite, but then if your facial expression or your body is not matching with that, then definitely this is going to get slashed down when it comes to the behavioral pattern when a recruiter is assessing you. Second one, always have a proper smile and open gesture. Don't have a reserve like closing your hands, crisscrossing and sitting, tucking your hand inside the pocket, playing with your dresses, or feeling tapping the pen, feeling very nervousness. Try to avoid all those things. In order to cover all those, you can have a smile and then have an open gesture when you talk. Use both of your hands, so which you can explain it. You can use it for explaining it, and you will not feel much more nervous. You'll become more confident. You tend to showcase yourself as a more confident person. The final one is being very relaxed technique. As I said in the previous interview, a previous video, make sure that you relax yourself, be to the place before time, then boom, you be relaxed before the interview. So how could I make a better implement? First, always ask for the feedback. So feedback always gives you the better practices. So get a feedback from the interviewer and try to improve wherever that you were lacking. Adapt and evolve. So once you have found out where you have made a mistake, try to evolve and adapt to the situation. Even if changes had to be need to done, it's a time that we grow and we learn. The final one is stay always informed. Make sure that whatever the technology that has been used in the company, always keep yourself updated. Until I catch you in the next video. See you. Bye bye.